It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and it's day one of a little 2-day in Chula Vista, California. So here we are, and originally this house had I believe it was a jacaranda, maybe, huge tree in the front yard and scrubby landscape. The client was not happy, so they had this artificial turf installed, which I'm here for this because it's small. You know, it's not a huge footprint. And now what we get to do is do our magic all around in all of these perimeter beds. So what we're starting out with today is identifying what plants we want to keep and what plants we want to not keep. So check this out, guys. Beautiful little agave attenuata variegate here. Isn't this beautiful? So pretty. The client had put this little fencing here to keep neighborhood dogs from stomping on it and peeing on it. So we will likely be moving this to, maybe I'll break it up even. It's beautiful here in Chula Vista. It's like in the low 70s. It's not that hot.
You could just cut the big one, leave that clump.
Yeah, Hannah said, just cut this one way back and leave this little clump as is. I don't hate that idea one bit. I think that's genius. Thank you. Look at this little baby coming right here. Isn't that so cute? Love that. So we've got lights, which we will just reconfigure to support the new design. This is it looks like Southwest brown or Vegas pink, and it's a half-inch rock, and I'm going to do a chamois beige here. So we're going to be taking this rock pretty much and just raking it up, throwing it in the middle over here, and just covering it with dirt. It's too labor intensive to try to rake all of this off. So all of these plants will be coming out, and we will be doing succulents all the way through here. The guys are hard at work taking these, the scrubby little perennials out. The bird of paradise, I don't mind it. It's green and leafy and whatnot, but this plant just doesn't get any smaller. And it becomes problematic as it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's planted very, very close to the house. So we decided, you know what, let's not and say we did. So I bought, at Waterwise Botanicals, I got a beautiful pot that I'm going to plant with something fabulous to kind of own this spot right here instead. Okay. The irrigation is drip. Looks good, right? So the guys are, what are we doing with the irrigation, Mel?
We're just pulling it right now. I think
just pulling it up and exposing it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is this something we're going to be working with, Greg, or redoing?
I won't know until we do that.
Oh, so he's got to just see about it. Okay. All right. TBD. We'll let you know. And then here we've got 3 yards of amended topsoil and some beautiful, looks like Baja Cresta 2-foot minus boulders. This will get us started. Greg is going to take off and go to the rock yard and get more boulders. Sometimes on a small project like this, it's more cost effective for the client if we do the deliveries instead of having the material delivered by the vendor. So that's the plan there. This will, all be reinvented all the way through here. Again, this rock will be kind of just shoved over, dirt thrown on top of it, because I'm going to do something else. These are just common foxtail agaves, and we can probably use them, but I will be taking them up and cleaning them and finding different homes for them. Some of them are not looking very good. Look at that little one down here. That is the saddest little thing I've ever seen. Don't quite know why. You might recognize my Mangave Jaguar from my garden. I think this is going to be a fantastic home for it. I'm also pulling in the Trigona that I took out of my pot in my coral reef in the backyard. The rest of these beautiful plants are from Waterwise Botanicals. And over here, she's got some beautiful Talavera pottery. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the cactus in that aloe vera pot. It's so pretty. We're going to take out the Nandinas and the Raphiolepis and, you know, just the perennials in here. We're going to do succulents in here. This is a really shady kind of protected area. I'm going to remember that because I think they probably pull their trash cans through here, which means this is an area that they see all the time. And then by the front door, also, this is coming out. It's a little dated, isn't it? So they don't want these. We're going to get rid of these and then just do a cute little, I'll probably do a cute little tapestry right here. So it's time to roll up my sleeves, if I had them, and get to work. What a difference a day makes. Here we are, offloaded all the soil. Well, okay, let's start at the beginning. We had to pull up all the old weave fabric and rake up a lot of the top dressing rock, where we raked it kind of into the middle. Then we pulled up the irrigation. Here it is. And we threw down all of our soil. I figured out why plants were struggling in here. The client was saying they could never get anything to grow in this bed. And it is as hard as concrete. I mean, it's jarring when you try to put a shovel into the soil. It's as hard as a rock. So you have that rock hard clay, then weed fabric, then the poor plants, and then top dressing rock. So, oh, yeah, I get it. This amended topsoil was all that was needed to bring some life to the soil and give these plants a chance. So we did put a lot of dirt down so that the plants can have a really, really great substrate in which to grow. So what we accomplished today was our boulder placement. Greg made 2 boulder runs, and then we did staged all of our foundations. Tomorrow we will do the tapestry work. We're going to go, Hannah's going to run to Oasis and get a bunch of 1 gallons so that we can splash and knit together some tapestry in here. In the back here, I want you to see this because it's going to be transformed tomorrow. Look at this hot mess, right? Isn't that so sad and gross? Tomorrow, this will all be planted. Greg's going to bring about 12 1-foot minus. I don't even want to call them boulders. They're not really that big, but smaller rock that we can stage in this little bed. Then I have earmarked some plants to pop in here. This area here is not irrigated, so I'm just going to stage those attenuatas really artfully in there. I've also got a Cameroni or 2. I've got a little aloe vera, so I'll make that look really good. And it'll be, xeriscape. Then over here, also set aside a selection of plant material to pop in here. Here I just wanted to do a really full, tight tapestry. So we'll get that locked in tomorrow. Yeah, here's all of our debris from today and all the cans and my handsome men. And then here, again, pretty much just foundations in here right now. This area I wanted to go heavier, and so this will be a lot more tapestry because I feel like this is the prime time here, the main area. So this will be blown out pretty heavily with plants, but when we're done. Then over here, just wanted to do, get some softness along this wall. Don't want to, go completely wacky doodle, but we will be popping in here too more interesting, some 1 gallons just to make this look super cute. Greg has had his hands full today because the client's valve that controlled the flower beds was broken, so he had to do some repair work on the irrigation system today. He's been working really hard. Luckily now he's in the shade. Oh yes, and the neighbors donated some sticks on fire, which I thought looked great against the fence, so those are cuttings. And then also a little branch of their euphorbia, which I thought was super cute around these grenadiensis. So yeah, tomorrow we will continue with our tapestry work. We will finalize the irrigation. We will restage the existing lights. We've got low voltage lighting already in this garden, so we'll just restage it. Woo! And then we're going to top dress with some chamois beige and splash around some complementary rock. Let's see, the house, we've got black letters or numbers and black hardware on the fixtures. So maybe, and this is coastal, Chula Vista gets a nice breeze. Maybe I'll throw around a little black. That'd look really nice with the chamois beige. So we'll see. Thanks so much, guys, for following along on this project. I hope I've given you some ideas and some pro tips for doing your own little front yard installations. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with day 1 in Chula Vista and your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.